Come into the chair. We're ready to begin. So, welcome. We begin our practice by, of course, getting settled, getting comfortable in the chair with the lower legs, the hips, the low back, the mid back, the upper back and shoulders, the arms, the hands, the eyes closed. So, this is how we check in. We call this coming home to the body. Coming home to the body, you're the only one who knows what you feel, how you feel. You're the only one who knows what you need to take care of. And so that's our beginning assessment. Any tension, tightness, discomfort, just check in. Take a moment or two and check in. Check in with what you find, your structure on this day. Different for each, different each day. Could be different in the morning and the evening. So we're checking in and also feeling the breath. This is our path to the inside, feeling the breath. Feeling the expansion of the inhale, feeling the release of the exhale. So in today's practice, we are going to be bringing emphasis to the core. Rectus abdominis from the top to the bottom, transverse abdominis muscles in from the sides, the core. And so the core is our stability, but it's also really important to maintain the lengthening of the core because so much of what we do in our lives is rounding down, and this is contracting and overstretching the back. So we want to be able to stretch the core and contract the core equally so the back is comfortable. We can do the things we love to do. We can do the things we have to do. So once more, just a moment or two with the eyes closed, feel the breath. So I want you to notice the exhale breath, how it's the letting go breath, how it's the softening breath. So on the next few exhale breaths, on the exhale, pull the belly in. On the inhale, let it expand as usual. When you exhale, pull the belly in. On the inhale, expand as usual. On the exhale, pull the belly in. This is contracting core. Expand. Now on the next one, we'll pull the belly in and stay and feel it. On the exhale, pull the belly in, pause, feel it. 1, 2, inhale, expand. On the next exhale, pull the belly in, stay, pause on empty, feel it. 1, 2, and then expand. We'll do one more. Pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause, feel it. 1, 2, then inhale, expand. So these are the ways we will be using the breath in our practice. Sometimes it will be normal breath. Sometimes we will be pulling the belly in with the exhale breath. And sometimes we'll be pulling the belly in and pause on empty. 1, 2. But right now, let's just come back to rest. Come back to rest. Allow the breath to relax. Bring your attention to the hands and fingers. So you know that's how we begin. Warming up, building up energy and strength in the hands and fingers, and we begin lifting, stretch, pull the fingers down, stretch, move the knuckles, move the joints, move the bones, and then the final in the series is thumb in, fingers wrap. It's a power squeeze. We call the first one web. When we pull down, claw, movement, quack, 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 beak, and then paw, thumb in, fingers wrap, power squeeze, feel it, and release, stretch, web. Slowly pull down, claw. Movement, quack, 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 beak, paw, thumb in, fingers wrap, squeeze, and release, stretch, web. Pull down, claw. Movement, quack, quack, beak, and On the exhale, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause and empty, feel it. 1, 2, and release the hands and take a breath. Breath is normal, breath is free. As we move our action into the shoulders, we'll bring energy into the shoulders. So I'm going to lift up so I don't round at all. Lift up tall, bring the shoulders up, back and down. So inhale up, exhale back and down, just like we always do. Easy, soft movement for the shoulders. Take your time with it. Next time down, press the hands down, feel extra stretch, soften. So the next couple will pull the belly in on the exhale and feel it. Inhale up, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out. Inhale up, roll back, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out. Inhale up, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out. Pause here, breath back to normal. Stay with a normal breath as we alternate sides, up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Your own comfortable pace of movement, up, back, and down. Alternating sides. Bringing movement into neck, shoulders, and upper back. Breath is free. Up, back, and down. Take your time with it. Make it small or make it large. Play with it. Next time both are down, pause here. Take a breath. Now we're going to add a little bit of our breath control. Up, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, down. Inhale up, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, exhale down. Inhale up, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath, pause on empty, 1, 2, and release. Have a breath. Feel the breath settling back to its normal pace. So whenever we're contracting that core, we're building strength there. And then we will get to stretch it plenty. Don't you worry about that. As we move the action up the line for our 3-part series, yes, no, maybe so. Our 3-part series that says lift the chin, tuck the chin. That's it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck. We're leaving the breath free. Inhale, lift. Stretch the front. Exhale, tuck. Stretch the back. Stretching the front on the lift, inhale breath. Stretching the back on the tuck, exhale breath. Feeling the deep stretches in the neck as we say that word yes. 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 Pause at the bottom when you're there and have a breath. Then come back up to neutral. And we prepare the second part, the no. It's exhale side, inhale center, exhale other side, inhale center, saying no. Saying no. Saying no. And no. Powerful word, no. And no. And no. And no. Come back to center. Let's see if we can contract the core on the exhale. No. Exhale, contract the core. Inhale, center. Exhale, contract the core. Inhale, center. Again, exhale, pull in the belly. Inhale, center. Exhale, pull in the belly. Inhale, center. Come to a rest. That was the no. The maybe so is the side stretch. Ear to the shoulder and tip the chin up and feel that stretch and come back. Then the other side, we tip the ear down. We tip the chin up. We feel that top side stretch. Then we come back. We'll leave the breath free in this one. Maybe so. 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 A couple more. Maybe so. And join the stretch. Maybe so. Back to the center. Pause here. Breath free, eyes closed, feel it. Final breath here, bring up the arms. So this is our series that says inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, pull elbows down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, pull elbows down. Breath is free so far. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, pull elbows down. Come back to neutral. Now when we pull the elbows down, we're going to pull in the core. So it's bring the arms overhead with the inhale breath. Pull in the core, exhale down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, pull in the core, elbows down. Inhale, arms overhead. Final time, exhale, pull in the core, elbows down. Release the breath, come back to neutral. We'll leave the breath free as we say, close fingers, exhale, touch, inhale, open. We're leaving the breath free as we fingers touch, elbows press, and then inhale, open. Exhale, fingers touch, elbows press. On the inhale, open. Fingers touch, elbows press. Inhale, open. Our final two will be pull in the core and pause on empty. So, or inhale here. Exhale, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath, pause on empty. Feel it. 1, 2. Inhale, open. On the exhale, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty. Feel it. 1, 2. Inhale, open. And release. The breath stays free. We'll bring the fingers to touch. This is the one where we circle the elbows, baby circles, giant circles, changing direction, any way you want. It's all movement in the shoulder socket, muscle, tendon, ligament, bone, all moving. So we hear a lot of injuries about rotator cuff. If it's hurting, ease it up. So we're circling and circling and just playing with this circling. The breath is staying free. And then we'll pause and bring the hands together. This is the one where we're going to press. So first press is just press. And then inhale the breath. Next press, pull the belly in. Pull the belly in, squeeze, press. Inhale, free. Pull the belly in, squeeze, press. Inhale, free. The last one, we'll add the pause. So on the inhale here, exhale, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause, feel it. 1, 2, inhale, free. One more time. Press, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty, feel it, and release. Now, leaving the breath free, we'll do some rotation of the hands out, up, and in. The breath stays free as we rotate the hands out, up, and in. Come back to center, and now release. So we're preparing for our series that's rounding the whole spine down, and then we want to pay special attention to the lift because this is stretching the core. So we always begin with just coming to rest with the hands to rest and dropping the chin so we feel that neck stretch. Then we slide the hands over the knees and feel the ribs stretch. Then we slide the hands down the line and feel the stretch all the way down the spine. And pause here and feel it. And then come back with the hands to rest. Now it's a stretch of the core. Think of lifting the rib cage and lifting the chin and pause here. Feel that stretch. Tuck again. You know how this one goes. Take your time with it. Just rounding down, down, down. When you're there, pause, feel it. And when you come up, you know we're headed for the stretch of the core. Lifting the ribs, lifting the chin, stretching core, tucking again. Your own comfortable pace with this. Just take your time with it, but each time you're stretching the core, be aware of rib cage and all stretch through the core. This is important stuff, bringing balance into the structure. Balance into the structure. So take your time with it. Make it your own. Feel the stretches in the front. Feel the stretches in the back. Which one does your body like better? Your body will always tell you what it likes best. It feels good. And so we're stretching core, stretching core, stretching core. Next time down, let's stay. Just feel the breath, feeling the breath settle. And so we'll come to a rest and come back up to sit and take a breath. So this is the one that we always work on where we are contracting the core. This is our strengthener. So we typically will sit up a little closer on the front of the chair, cross one leg over the other. And this is 3 kinds of contractions for the core. Coming back is called an eccentric contraction. Coming up is called a concentric contraction. When we stay back, it's an isometric contraction. So one foot crossed over the other. We bring up the arms and we're going exhale back and inhale, lift. Exhale back, inhale, lift. These are all strengtheners for the core. Strengtheners for rectus abdominis. And a little bit of help in from the sides from transverse abdominis. Strengtheners. Strengtheners. Next time back, let's stay and open, close. Feet can be lifted an inch if you like to add a little more work. And come back up and release the hands. Now have a breath and now change out the legs. Bring the other foot on top and we move the work. Arms come up, swing to one side. Now we're working the transverse muscles and the rectus abdominis. Exhale back. Inhale, return with the breath. Exhale back. Inhale, return with the breath. So we're not adding any breath work here because the core is doing all this work all by itself through the exercise. And stay back, walk the hands up and down, down. Isometric contraction is the stay. Come back up, swing arms around, and begin again. Second side, exhale back, inhale, return. Exhale back, inhale, return. Exhale back, return. Exhale back, return. Exhale back and stay. And again, walk the hands up and down, up and down, up and down, down. Come back to center and release and open. Resting place. It's a bit of a stretch for the back and the inner legs. See what's true for you as you hang out. The breath is free. So just hang out. The breath is free. And now I come back up to the center. So we stretch the center, lower back, inner legs. Now we're stretching the side. Hand to the thigh, hand on top. Lean in. Just lean in and let it play out as you stay. There's lengthening. There's yielding. There's this delicious stretch. And we're leaving the breath free the whole time. So we'll press the hands and come back up to the center and swap it out. Hand to the thigh, hand on top, leaning nose toward the hands, feeling the intensity on the side of the back. And the transverse abdominis is involved too. Final breath, come back up to the center, one hand to each leg. We're circling, leaning forward, leaning side, leaning back, other side, and forward. Take your time with it. Feel it. It's for the inner hip sockets and the inner legs. See where you feel it. If it's too much, ease up. No force. As we lubricate the hip sockets through movement. Through movement. Next time forward, pause there, have a breath and feel it, and then head the other way. Next time forward, pause here, come back to center. Stay here, feel the breath. Come back to center and bring the legs back, legs back, legs back. Sit back. So we've done a lot of contract on the core. I want to bring in an extra stretch because of that. So bring up one arm, bend the elbow, and stretch it up and back, and feel the stretch down the front of the core. Feel it as much as you can feel it, and lengthen up a bit. And bring the hand down and take a breath. Bring the other elbow up to the side. Stretch it up as much as it will stretch. It can go wide. Feeling that stretch down the front of the core. Stretching, 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 and release. Hands back to rest. Close the eyes. Check in, breath free. Coming back home to the body. Checking back in as we prepare for our series that builds strength in the legs. So we leave hand resting low, hand resting high. This is our lift and extend series that strengthens the legs. We're going to leave the breath free as we lift, extend, lift, and release. It's an inhale up, exhale, extend, inhale up, exhale, release. High or low, fast or slow, it's all good. Muscles of independence. Got to keep them strong. Come back to rest. Take a breath. See how the breath is responding, because yes, that was work for the body. These muscles lifting and holding, and now they need to have their time to stay. Whatever leg you want to begin with, lift and stay. Point and flex. Circle a bit. Feel inner ankle. Feel outer ankle. Feel shin. Feel calf. Okay, toes to the face, heel stretches away, muscle getting tiredness. Okay, let it down. Take a breath. Other side, same, extend. Do our movement. Circle it around, point and flex. Wanting to bring movement into inner ankle, outer ankle, up the shin, into the calf. Okay, let's stay, toes to the face, heel stretches away, muscle working hardest, and down. Take a breath, cross one foot over the other, slide hands down, the breath stays free, relax. So just feel the body recovering from all the work. So that's good. That's our resilience. That's our ability to jump up and do the job and come back to rest. So this stretch deepens through the shoulders and down the back. And then we'll deepen the stretch a bit by drawing the leg up higher and leaning in, chin toward the shin as much as it will go. No force, no wrong answers here. Different for each, for sure. But we're all getting the stretch in the hip and the low back. Final breath on the first side. Bring the leg down, cross the other way. Leg on top, hands slide down, drop the chin, relax. Feel the pace of the breath. We're leaving the breath free. Now we're going to deepen that stretch by drawing the foot up higher and leaning in. Finishing that stretch for the leg, hip, and low back, and bring that foot back and strong foot back and nose over toes, making these power muscles do that job of lift. And so we'll move the chair a bit and come into our standing back bend, fold halfway. But when we lean back, we want to be very aware of the stretch of the core. So this is a core stretch. And soft knees, fold halfway. Leave the breath free. We're stretching core. Take your time with it. Pace that works for you. Stretching core. Pause here. Leave the breath free. And on the next exhale breath, pull the belly in. Inhale, expand. As you exhale, pull the belly in. Inhale, expand. Exhale, pull the belly in. Pause on empty. 1, 2. Inhale, expand. Exhale, pull the belly in. Pause on empty. 1, 2. Expand. And release. Come back up. Find mountain. Find that place with the toes and the knees relaxed and unlocked. That place where we tuck the tailbone for some, for all, crown extension, shoulders up, back and down, solid and steady, strong and still. Feel it. Feel the breath. Breath always reacting appropriately to whatever went before. So whatever is there for you is exactly right for your body, for your structure, for this moment in time. Finishing with mountain. And now we'll move to our spinal twist, which is squeezing core, squeezing core. I call this wringing out a towel, wringing out a towel, wringing out a towel. That's what we're doing to the core muscles. So hands to the front, hands to the back, hands alongside. Either way, it's about the shoulders, moving the shoulders side, side. Keep the knees soft. Keep the knees unlocked. Wringing out that towel. Every vertebra in the spine moving, rotating. That's what they're designed to do. It's what they need to do. Let it die down. Come back to mountain. Come back to toes, knees, unlock. Our little checklist. Toes and knees unlocked, tailbone tucked for some. Extension crown. Shoulders up, back down. Solid. Feel it. Steady. Feel it. Strong. Feel it. Stillness. Feel it. Solid, steady, strong, and still. Those qualities of mountain. Final breath here. So we will move to the leg stretch, bringing the hands to the chair, folding from the hips, stretching the legs. Just find the stretch that works for you. It's this power muscle we're stretching, both legs. Hang out here. Breath is free. Pause here. Now, hips back and down, 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 down. Fingers touch the chair or lift away. This is our strength builder for legs and hips, the squat. And we come back to the stretch. Leave the breath free, but do notice the pace of the breath reflecting that work. That was work. So we know this. When there's work, there's strengthening. When there's strengthening, it increases our endurance, our capacity. And this is all about stretch. Just observing the breath pace, reacting first to the work, and then coming back to quieter and quieter, coming back to rest. And then we do it again. Hips back and down, 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 down. Fingers touch or lift away. And we'll finish with the stretch. Breath free. Leg stretch. Just enjoy the stretches. These are power muscles. They love the stretch. Okay, let's pause here. Seeing the breath is back to neutral and the knees are soft. I want to do a little practice with the breath. So pull the belly in on exhale. Inhale, let it expand. On the exhale, pull the belly in. On the inhale, let it expand. Release the breath, relax the breath. We'll do the other one too. Pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty. Feel it. 1, 2, and expand. Pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty. 1, 2, and expand. Stay here, a couple more breaths. Normal breath. And we come to stand, preparing for our side stretch. Moving the chair to the side, bringing the legs wide. The legs are wide. The knees are unlocked. We're going to stretch the side of the body by sliding the hand down. We bring the outside arm up and bend the elbow. We keep those knees unlocked. We slide the hand down as we slide the elbow up and over until we feel stretch, and then come back. Take a breath. Keep the knees unlocked. Bring the hand behind the head. Tip that elbow up. Tip that elbow back. Slide the hand down. Knees are soft. Stay. Breath free. On the inhale, return and release, and swap your chair around. Other side, legs wide. Other side, legs wide, knees soft. Hand can slide down. Outside arm coming up. Unlock those knees, slide the elbow up as you slide the other hand down, feel the stretch, and then come back, hand behind the head, knees, unlock, elbow up, elbow back, slide hand down and stay, breath free. On the inhale, lift. On the exhale, release. Release the legs. Prepare for our balance challenge, which says 1 foot in front, 1 foot behind. Eyes fixed on something not moving. Challenge the balance. Notice the wobbles. The wobbles are the corrections. On the exhale, release, change sides. Foot in front, foot behind. Challenge the balance. Take note of the wobbles, the corrections. Your body always wants to stabilize itself, and that's what the wobbles are all about. On the final breath, release and release. And now we'll turn that chair to the side a bit more and bring lead foot forward, back foot wide. Let's check out the alignment. When the knee is bent, the toes are visible. So we're going to use the breath here. We're going to be folding over and using the breath. So let's bring the outside hand to rest at the back. First, the breath is free. So I'm exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up. Release the breath. Next, we'll contract the core on exhale. So it's exhale, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out. Inhale, lift up. Release the breath. The final two will be exhale, fold, pause on empty, 1, 2. So it's inhale in place, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty, feel it, 1, 2. Inhale up. And again, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty, feel it, 1, 2. Inhale up. So that was all contractions. Passive contraction, active contraction, hold. Now we need stretch to balance it out. Bend the knee, sweep the arm up, feel this whole stretch of the core. Stay here. Feel that stretch through the core on the lifted side. Final breath and release, and we'll change it out for the other side. Change it out for the other side. Lead foot forward, other foot out and wide. Alignment, knee, ankle, toe. So knee is bent, toes are visible. So once more, we're working with the breath. Let the hand come to rest behind. Normal breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Release the breath. The next two will be contract the core on exhale. So it's inhale in place, pull the belly in. Inhale back. On the exhale, fold, pull the belly in. Inhale back in place, release the breath. The final two will be pause on empty, 1, 2, after the exhale breath. So here we go. Pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty, 1, 2, inhale up. Exhale, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty, 1, 2, inhale up. Release the arm. Now we've got to bring stretch for all that contraction and bend the knee and sweep the arm up, whole stretch. final breath here. We will release. Bring the legs back. Find the back of the chair and step back, resting place. Breath stays free. Feel stretches, arms, shoulders back. Feel stretches, hips and legs. Feel the breath, finding its place back to rest. Just letting it happen. Watching it play out. Understanding. This is the way the body works. There's no change in it. It's exactly right. It's exactly the way it needs to be. Breath is free. Stretching arms, shoulders back. Stretching hips and legs. I'm still keeping my knees soft. No forcing the legs straight. Couple more breaths. And then we will release and step up to the chair as we prepare. Prepare for the leg lifts. So we're leaning a bit forward. We know we're going to lift the leg and bring it down. I'll lift the other leg and bring it down. We're going to leave the breath free for now. So it'll go inhale up, exhale down. Alternating sides. When you're back down, come to a rest. Check in with the breath. So our next series will be contracting the core as we let the leg down. So how will that go? It'll go inhale up, pull the belly in, leg down. Then inhale up, pull the belly in, leg down. Take a breath. And again, inhale up, pull the belly in, let the leg down. Inhale up, pull the belly in, let the leg down. Take a breath. Then a set that's going to be pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty. 1, 2. Inhale up, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause. 1, 2. Inhale up, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause. 1, 2. Take a breath. And again, inhale up, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, empty. 1, 2. Take a breath. Lift it up, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty. 1, 2, release. Step back again. Breath is free. You see, the work is reflected in the breath. And that's exactly the way it needs to be. The body responds to demand. So we have one more standing to do, and that's our balance. And that's the one where we stand on one foot and lift the other. We're leaving the breath free, and we're just challenging balance, observing wobbles, observing corrections. And then we'll change sides. See about that. Other side. See which side was your best. Typically, the body starts with its best side. All the wobbles are the corrections. The body stabilizing itself. And that's what it always wants to do. And release and turn around and sit down. Come to your chair and sit there. Fold forward. Breath free. This is a resting place as we observe the breath coming back to rest. And so we know in this series where we press the arms up and peel the ribs up, it's all about contraction of the back. But today we're paying attention to the stretch of the core. So we want to pay attention to that feeling of stretch of the core, even though it's simultaneously the contract of the back will be happening. So we will still be doing that strengthening. We're just changing our focus to the stretch part. So when you're ready, go ahead and come down. So press the palms up, peel the ribs up, stretch the core, and exhale down. Press the palms up, peel the ribs up, stretch the core, and exhale down. Take a breath. We begin again. Press the palms up, peel the ribs up, stretch the core, and exhale down. Press the palms up, peel the ribs up, stretch the core, and exhale down. Down and take a breath. We begin again. Press the palms up, peel the ribs up, stretch the core, and exhale down. Press the palms up, peel the ribs up, stretch the core, and exhale down. Down and take a breath. So let's see what it'll feel like as we stay, what we notice about the stretch. Press the palms up, peel the ribs up, stay, pulse the hands. Where do we feel stretch? From the navel all the way up to the breastbone, in front of the shoulders. It's all moving in stretch. As we pulse the hands, pulse the hands, pulse the hands, pulse the hands, and down. Hands to the thighs. Relax. Feel the breath, reflecting that work. Yes, that was excellent work. Strengthening the back. Important for sure. So we have one more to do, and that's our asymmetrical stay. And in the asymmetrical stay, we press the palms up and peel the ribs up and bring one hand forward and stretch, 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 and then come down. Come on down. Take a breath. The other set, the other side, press up, peel up, bring the other arm forward, stretch, stay, 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 lengthen, and down. Hands to the thighs. Breath is free. Breath is free and finding its way back from work to rest. Breath coming back from working pace to resting pace. That's exactly the way it needs to be. Resilience in your body. So we're ready to come up to sit and to prepare to again wring out that towel, that core, hand across, hand down behind, press, lengthen, wring out that towel. On the exhales, as you rotate the shoulders deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, wringing out that towel, twisting core. And what happens after you twist the core? Circulation pours in, release head, release arm, shoulders release back to center, circulation pouring in. Have a breath. Other set, other side, wring out the towel the other way. Hand across, hand down behind. Press, lengthen, gradually and gently, wring out that towel, twisting core, bit by bit. Picture it in the neck. Picture it over the ribs. Picture it all the way down the spine, wringing out that towel and release the head. Release back to center, circulation, pow, back to center, fold. Breath is free. Take a break. And so we're ready to come back to sit. So come back up and find your comfortable place in the chair. Prepare for eye movements coming up. So this is feet, legs, hips. Got to get comfortable. And low back, middle back, upper back, shoulders, arms. Got to get comfortable. So my hips bother me a little bit. I got to wiggle it around. What's going on there? And come to rest. Okay. So close the eyes. Close the eyes. So in this exercise, we picture a giant clock dial, a Big Ben. We open the eyes to the 12 and move around to the 3, down to the 6, up for the 9, back to the top, where we close the eyes and have a breath. We open again at the 12 and go to the 9, down to the 6, up for the 3, back to the 12, and close again. Have a breath. Next is a diagonal line of movement for the eye muscles. So we're opening and going from the 10 to the 4. A few. 10, 4. 10, 4. Which eye do you feel it in more? Pause, center, close, have a breath. The other diagonal line from the 2 to the 8, a few. Where do you feel it more? Pause, close, center, relax, have a breath. Focal point is our final eye movement. Focal point, we say extend arm, extend thumb. So the focal point first is the tip of the nose. Look at it, feel it. The focal point is the tip of the thumb. Look at it, feel it. The focal point goes far away, then back to the thumb and back to the nose. Feel it in the eyes as you move between, exercising tiny eye muscles. Okay, let's pause, close center, and release. Release. If you need to wiggle around a little more in the chair, we're bringing hands together, rubbing palms. Rubbing palms, building heat. Building heat so we can cup the palms over the eyes, build up heat. Cup the palms, let the eyes relax. Warm, dark, soft inside. Eyes relaxing. The heat does seep away. The heat seeps away. We bring the fingertips to the bridge of the nose and stroke out with a light touch to the temples. With a light touch, pause at temples, fingers from temples to jawline, from jawline to chin. Let the hands come to rest with the palms open and the eyes closed. Have a breath. Find the breath. Feel the breath and find the breath. And our final bit of work is this. On the exhale, draw the fingers gently in. On the inhale, just stay. And as you exhale, let the fingers open. On the inhale, stay. Close on the exhale, fingers gently in. Inhale, stay. On the exhale, let the fingers open. On the inhale, stay. Close on the exhale. Stay on the inhale. Open on the exhale. Let the hands come to rest. Feel the breath. No movement, just feel the breath. Feel the stillness. Final breath here. Final breath here. Lift the arms and open wide. Cross, pat yourself on the back for taking care for another day. And I thank you and come again.